All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 3, Episode 5 of Philly Comedy Club and Last Out Media's RUS GUTIN Experience on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and everywhere you get your podcasts. And it is time for another edition of your favorite segment and mine, QUARAN-BITS, where I, Papa Russ, update you about how life has been going for me as a stay-at-home comedian dad in the lockdown homeschooling pandemic situation that we have all found ourselves in, and that is almost seemingly over. A lot of us are almost vaccinated, and the light at the end of the tunnel is very near. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to speak to you about that, because as I broadcast to you here, when it comes to homeschooling in the pandemic, me and my wife are technically on spring break with our kids. But I ask you, America and state of New Jersey, spring break for whom? Okay? Because it is not a break. My kids are still here all the time. Every day, Howard, demanding snacks and cheese sticks and iPad passwords all the time, every day. Manish Tana Chalayla Chazeh for all of you Passover Jews out there. Why is this day at lockdown on spring break different from all other days on lockdown? Well, I will tell you, because on this day, my son is just listening to YouTube gamers say inappropriate things instead of listening to YouTube gamers say inappropriate things when he is supposed to be watching science class, okay? All right? And it is not a break, okay? Don't call it a break, okay? Okay, because in the old world, Howard, in before times, before the pandemic, spring break, your kids had shit to do. They had places to go, people to see, birthday parties to eat, pizza and Kit Kat, okay? But now they've got nowhere to go. They're just here, and I've got nowhere to go. So we're just here together like we always are. So I ask you, state of New Jersey, what the fuck am I supposed to do with these cheese stick glutton gremlins for 7 hours at a time, okay? At least with the Mormon homeschooling you had us all doing, it kept us all busy, you know? But now, forget about it. I will, full disclosure, Howard, during this spring break, and we're so close to the end of pandemic homeschooling, I just turned to my kids and said, fuck it. We are watching RoboCop 2 and Godzilla vs. Kong as a family, okay? You know what? Take that, state of New Jersey, and my kids' education. If you put Papa Russ in charge, you get what you pay for, pal. Okay? And another thing, state of New Jersey, okay? I want my money back, because here's another thing about my kids during lockdown, Howard, that is absolutely true. My children will not stop consuming cheese sticks and cheese of any form. They're addicted to it. They can't stop. They won't stop. I can't keep enough cheese in the house. Me and my wife crunch the numbers, Howard. I'm not a math Jew, but we crunch the numbers, okay? And cheese sticks are the thing that my wife and I have spent the most money on during the pandemic. And I know that out there in the news cycle, they are talking about another stimulus. I don't even want the next stimulus, Howard. If the government can just create some kind of child cheese stick consumption tax rebate, me and my wife will be Elon Musk's fucking neighbor in Austin or on Mars, whichever comes first, right? Me and my wife, if we got that cheese stick money back, we would be at the swim up bar in Mexico right now, okay? Spell years later, we're off to Mexico. There he goes on the Concorde, okay? And I will tell you, I don't know if this is the forum for this, Howard. My son is addicted to cheese and cheese, okay? And my wife and I have tried everything. We tried rationing the cheese sticks. He hoards the cheese sticks, okay? I find a little Hansel and Gretel trail of cheese stick wrappers strewn about all the way to his secret cheese stick stash. Right? Try saying that at home 3 times fast, audience at home. Secret cheese stick stash, secret cheese stick stash, secret cheese stick stash. See, Mom and Dad, you got your theater degree money, okay? All right, you try saying that at home, okay? He is addicted to cheese, and it's never enough cheese, Howard. It's never enough cheese. He's addicted to all of it. Sticks, slices, whiz. It's never enough. He can't scratch the itch, Howard. He's chasing the cheese dragon, okay? I have surmised that one of the results of this pandemic is that my son is now 75% cheese, okay? And I, like most Jews, am allergic to dairy. So I can't even kiss my son goodnight without breaking into hives. It's not right, okay? So that brings me to my final thought this evening. I hope you guys are having a good time, okay? But the cheese sticks and my kids being addicted to it and me not being able to keep enough cheese in the house at a time for them leads me to my final thought. Because if you have listened to the show over these 3 seasons, you would know that one of the things that Papa Russ will not miss about the pandemic is pandemic grocery shopping, okay, everybody? But I will tell you this. There is one thing that I will definitely miss about pandemic grocery shopping, okay, Howard? And that is my own personal assassin, bank robber approach to it, okay? Because when I'm in that parking lot, I got the triple masks and the earpiece, you know, the getaway car. I've got the rubber gloves, you know, I've got a handwritten note in my pocket, very important. I've got all the fixins, right? I've got all the props. Nominate me for a SAG award, okay? And my favorite thing about pandemic grocery shopping is when I'm done and all the car is packed up and I walk over and take off the rubber gloves and throw them in the trash can in front of the Aldi and walk away like a spy, like I'm fucking born, right? Taking apart the pistol and ditching it in the trash can in Belize or some shit, right? And my favorite moment in the pandemic doing this was that one day, Howard, outside the Aldi, one old white lady who watches Fox News 24/7 was so freaked out by me executing this operation that I swear to you before the gallery, audience, and God himself that if I had stopped in that moment, taken out my phone, snapped a picture, and said, "You saw nothing," that woman would have dropped dead on the spot. You know, just, you know, or just like burst into dust like the Marvel blip, like. Okay, so again, just to review, spring break during lockdown is not spring break if you have children. My children are addicted to cheese, and while I will not miss pandemic grocery shopping, I will miss acting like an assassin when I do so. So give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Season 3, Episode 5 of Philly Comedy Club and Last Out Media's RUS GUTIN Experience's QUARAN-BITS on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Go Birds! Go Phillies!